What's up, y'all? Wow. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be, so bear with me. I first wanted to just apologize to all of you for having been distant and a bit invisible, I guess, to some of you. Anyways, you probably just wonder what happened to me and think I fell off the face of the earth, and I want to apologize for that. Lots been going on. It all makes sense in a second anyways, so if y'all could just bear with me. I just first wanted to, I know it's been like, wow, five years maybe, something like that, since I last talked to you guys, and some of you already know why that is. You know, some of you who were a bit more in my, maybe in my inner circle or something like that. You know, some of my friends or ex-girlfriends and people like that, like y'all already know what I've been doing these past years, and I realize there's some of you that don't know, and I apologize. It's never intentional that it's ended up this way. It's just been a lot harder for me to kind of come direct with how I was feeling and what I was going through and everything, because it's been challenging in a lot of ways, not just in recent times, but in my entire life. It's something that I've been dealing with my entire life, that I've always struggled to come to terms with. And yeah, firstly, before I exactly get to that, I just want to say thank you guys for the continued support. I mean, I look on my social medias and I see a lot of people are still, you know, following me or friends with me, or they're still, you know, in that regard, still, you know, I guess holding on to hope that this day would happen maybe, or something like that. And I thank you guys for that. I was surprised. I thought all my social medias, there'd be no one left, you know, on my socials, but there's a lot of love still there. So I mean, I look through my messages, and there's a lot of you that have been asking where am I and what's going on and if I'm okay and all these kind of things. And I just want to let you know I appreciate that so much, and I apologize to all of you, not just friends, not just friends or fans or anyone that, you know, just anyone who had an invested interest in me as an artist, or as just a friend or an acquaintance or a person, or whatever our relationship was. I just want to say I sincerely apologize for the distance and just kind of disappearing. And I'm going to tell you now why that is, and what was going on, and how that all kind of came to fruition. And I decided to do this, to tell you guys this finally now, and kind of come out and say all this, because, you know, 2019, it's about to roll in, and time flies, and I haven't realized just how much time has really passed. And I don't want to be, you know, it's crazy, because when I see clients, you know, in regards to, like, you know, personal development stuff, or my hypnotherapy, you guys know all that stuff, it's easy for me to tell other people, you know, what I believe is the best path they should take, or give them the best advice and stuff like that. For me, it's always hard for me to kind of always do that myself, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, take my own advice and stuff. I mean, I think for me, I'm like anyone else, even though I chose to be someone to help others and assist others and stuff like that. I'm still on my own journey in this life. I'm on my own path. I've got my own demons and challenges and things that I fight throughout my life as well. You know, I'm still out there. So yeah, you know, I'm where I'm at is where I'm at, and now I've reached a point where I've just kind of finally gotten to that place where I feel like I can talk to you guys and just keep it 100, stay grounded in my truth, and speak, you know, my authentic self, just to speak my truth and let you guys know where I'm at and where I've been, and I guess also what's important is where am I going, what's the plan. So quickly, it all started, guys. I was born different. I hate using all these labels and things. That's another thing, and I don't like labels, and it's something that I've come to discover. I really dislike labels. There's so many labels around the world. Labels create division and all kinds of things, and I'm just not a fan of labels. But the simplest way to explain this, so it's just very easy, and so that I don't have to go into great detail, but basically I was born both genders, so I'm both. Yeah, so I'm a girl and I'm a guy. I'm both, and that's just how I am. I'm both, and it's hard because my whole life is one of those things that I've battled with being me. It's just being in my own skin, being this way, being born this way has always been a challenge just for me, for myself. I can't tell you how many days that I wish that I could be what society, and again I say that loosely, but society considers to be the norm, to fit in, you know, like everyone else, you know, that kind of thing. Because some of you guys know, you know, some of y'all know, I used to get bullied in school. It's hard to believe to some people, but I used to get bullied in school, and I used to get bullied a lot, and it wasn't like it was just only like high school or middle school. I mean, from the very get-go, I've always, as far as back as I can remember, from day one, I used to always get bullied in school. And I think this thing is like, kids can sense if you're different, and I definitely didn't know how to be, again, anything but myself at the time. And I really, even that, I didn't even understand that for myself, you know, because there's no manual for someone like me. There's not like a ton of people out there who I can just go and talk to, especially back then, you know, when I was a kid. You know, there wasn't no YouTube where you could go and Google, you know, or search, you know, this kind of topics and get advice and find other people to talk to and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it was a very lonely place, and no one in my world got it, and I couldn't talk to. I always felt like I couldn't talk to anyone about it because it just never seemed to be anything that anyone could relate with. And when I was younger, of course, I was afraid to talk about this stuff, to let anyone know my truth, you know, about who I really was. And I was already getting bullied. I was already getting picked on, so I didn't want to add to that. I want to put more gas on the fire. So I just had to keep a lot of this in, and yeah, I sucked at it, because obviously I sucked at it because I kept, just year after year, kept getting bullied. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my little group of friends. We used to ride freestyle BMX, mainly my group of friends and my car crew. We had, you know, I had my friends that were into cars and my friends that were into, you know, freestyle BMX and stuff like that, that that was my crew during middle school and high school, in particular high school though. Middle school, yeah, I don't think, actually middle school, not so much. Mainly high school. But middle school and elementary school, I was pretty much, I think I was pretty much still like a loner, kind of like, in that regard. It's like, you know, I had some friends here and there. And again, I don't think that's the right, maybe that's not the right word to use. I knew some people who, from church, I should say, so church folks, that possibly might have been friends. So I guess that's the other group. Yeah, maybe through my life there's people in church, but you know, I always felt pretty, still regardless, I always felt it was pretty hard to talk about this topic. And so over the years, moving forward, just the easiest thing for me, and just so you understand, I've lived both sides of the track. Okay, I've lived my life as a guy, I've lived my life as a girl, I've lived my life as a guy, I've lived my life as a girl. Like, I've gone back and forth because that's what society says. There's these, you can't be both, you have to choose a side. And it's not fair, because I'm not one way or the other, you know. I am both. So why do I have to choose a side? And so I'm going to, from here on in, use, if I have to use a word to describe myself, moving forward, I like the term, personally I like gender fluid. I like that word, because basically, even though I'm both, I don't want to have to put a label on. I'm just, if I'm feeling pink, I'm going to be pink, and if I'm feeling blue, I'm going to be blue, that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like, however I feel. And so that's why I came to the conclusion, moving forward, 2019, that even though legally on paper, which right now legally I'm female on paper, even though legally I have to tick one of those boxes, that doesn't mean that every day I have to live my life in a box. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to live my life in a box. Like, I'm just going to be me and represent me and be however I want to be, which feels natural to me, because I have that right to do that. This is my life, and I'm me. And you know, at the end of the day, the other thing, you get worried and afraid that people are going to not accept you, especially, like I said, I spent all my school life doing everything I could to try to fit in and feel always on it, not really accepted, you know. Like, I always just felt like, just didn't I mean, if you're getting bullied by people every single day, when all you're doing is just showing up, and you're getting bullied for no reason other than because you exist, it makes it hard for you to feel like you're accepted by anybody and that you fit in. So you get scared to tell truths. You're scared to let anyone in any deeper into your life, because what's going to happen, you know? And that happened too, just so y'all know, even as an adult, you know, of course I had to tell my truths to, like, my girlfriends and things like that. There's some close friends that stuck by my side and stuff when I told them. But I learned soon that, because I did attempt to tell some people who I thought were my real friends, and they ended up, like, basically stepping back away from me, because suddenly I wasn't the person that they wanted me to be, or that they expected me to be, or that I you know, how they thought I was. And suddenly I became something different that they couldn't maybe understand, or didn't want to understand, or just they wanted me to just be who the me that they met, and anything other than that just wasn't what they wanted, you know. So yeah, I lost some friends, and again, people who I thought were real friends just iced me and just stopped talking to me. People who used to talk to me every day just stopped talking to me. So it didn't make it easy for me to come and decide that, you know what, I'm just going to tell everybody. I'm just going to come out. I'm just going to say it. Because I was thinking to myself, well, if these people who are supposed to be my friends reacted badly, what's going to happen to everyone else who ain't even really my close friends? What are they going to do? How are they going to treat me? So I kind of came to the conclusion that again, 2019. I did a vlog on my other channel. Guys, by the way, I've got a whole other channel and a whole nother social medias and a whole nother kind of whole world that you guys, I want to introduce you to as well, which just, I'll get it out of the way. Faith Chase is my other name I go by that I've been going by as my other me. I'm gonna call it my other me, my other side. So Faith, and last name Chase, Chase. So you gotta have faith. It's kind of one of the reasons I chose that name, because I definitely needed faith every single day that it was gonna be okay. So anyways, I started YouTubing, vlogging. I've got a channel. I started in May, vlogging and stuff like that. And so I did this video about how do you see your life, what you're going to do in 2018, how are you going to, you know, what are your goals, what are you going to do to be the best version of yourself and all that in 2018. I was asking my audience that, and I started thinking to myself, it's like, I'm asking everyone else, but what am I going to do to be able to be the best version of myself moving forward? How am I going to be able to reach, you know, the very highest level of my own just happiness, you know, and my own self-being, and feeling a complete, you know, within myself and my heart and my soul and everything. I just want to be one with myself. So I asked myself that question. And every day in my life, it always comes back to this. I mean, that's why. And society hasn't made it easy for me. So I come back to this. And I made the decision. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this be the thing that defines me and keeps me from living my life to the fullest and being the best version of myself and being complete and whole for myself, living my truth. And every other people have the right to live their lives and be themselves and you know, it doesn't even matter how you're born. I just think every single person on this planet should be able to just live their lives how they want, regardless of how you're born. I mean, I was born this way, and I should have a right to just be me. And society doesn't make that easy, and there's tons of people out there who can't live their life. Everyone has an expectation. It doesn't even stop. It's not just people or strangers or people that you don't know or just your friends or everything's family. Like, everyone has an expectation of how they think you should be, you know, like, and if you're not being how they want you to be or living the way they think you should live or doing what they think is the best path for you, some people can't accept that and they don't like it. You know, it's hard and it hurts. I think one of the hardest things is like when you're doing your best to tell other people that I'm here and I'm still the same person. Like, you know, I went through this whole thing where I was like, I'm still me, I'm the same person. Like, it doesn't matter how I was born, it doesn't matter what I look like on the outside or any of these things. Inside should be the only thing that matters. And if you really truly care about me, you're really my friend, you really love me, that's all that should matter, is if I'm the same person. Since the last time that you guys have seen me or heard from me, a lot of you, just so you know, I've grown up a lot, I've changed a lot, I've been through a lot. And so I've gotten to this point here because I've been on my journey. I've been doing the work on myself. I've been doing everything I can to grow and become the best version of myself that I can be, the best person I can be. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes along the way, and this is one of those topics where I don't know if it was a mistake or not or whatever. You know, I was where I was at that time. I just coped the best that I could. And so many times when I was going back and forth, it was easier to just move. Sometimes it was just easier because I didn't have to tell everyone my story again and have to go through all of that again. You know, it's just easier just to move. And this past time, though, this funny thing is, like, even though some of y'all are like, oh, what happened to me, where I go? Funny thing is, I actually didn't really go anywhere. I'm still in Australia. I'm still, you know, I'm in Brisbane, Gold Coast. I'm still in the same, you know, everywhere that I was before for the past, where I've been for the past few years. I've still been in the same, I'm still where I was, you know, in the same area. I didn't move to another state or another country. And part of that was me actually being like, there was a part of me that was kind of like, you know, I don't care. You know, the people who love me are going to love me and accept me. If they happen to see me, I'll tell them my story. And if they're cool with it, great. If not, then, you know, so I didn't go out of my way to hide this time around. Like, I just was like, well, this what I've done and me and whatever. And the people who know, you know, there is people who know, and just people who don't know. And yeah, now I'm hoping that by doing this video, not only do people know, but they understand and they get it, because it's not an easy topic. It's not easy for me, but I am where I am, and now I'm at this point. And so the only thing I can say to you, I make a promise to you right now, is moving forward, I'm not going to be disappearing again. I'm not going to do that. The reason of me being able to do this is because I have missed so many of you. I've missed a lot of my friends and fans and people who supported me, acquaintances, just people I knew. I've missed a lot of you. I've missed that side of me, my music side, all of that. Everything kind of just got put on hold. And I've made a commitment to get back into my music and put my music out. I'm recording again, I'm singing, I'm producing, I'm rapping, I'm doing video stuff again, I'm filming, I'm acting, I'm doing all those things that are a big part of me. And look, there's a lot to catch you guys up on, and you know, we don't have to squeeze it all into this one video because I've gotten the main part of it out. But I can tell you that on this very same YouTube channel here on Chosen Effect, I will be putting content out regularly moving forward. I will be vlogging on this channel, and I also will be vlogging on my other channel, on my Faith Chase channel. So you should subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube channels. I actually have a bunch of channels that you'll see in the description, which are a whole bunch of different channels. I'm attempting to build a little bit of a network where I have all kinds of different topics and things, because as people who really know me, I have a lot of interest in a lot of things I'm passionate about. So, you know, my two main channels feature a bit of everything, but my other channels are kind of like niche channels. Like, for example, one's about like cameras, or, you know, technology, or personal development, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, subscribe, follow me. I hope that you guys understand, and if I did upset or make anyone feel that I didn't care about you or anything like that, I'm sorry, and I hope that you'll be understanding and accept my apology, and that moving forward, know that I'm never going to disappear on you guys like that ever again. And I hope that we can grow together moving forward, and be transparent about things. And like I said, I'm me, and I just hope you guys can accept me for me, because I'm not on this channel or any other channel from here on in going to just be one way inclined. Like, I'm just going to be me. I am both. I am me. And if I feel faith, I'm faith, and chosen, I'm chosen, whatever, because every day I'm just me, like, you know what I mean? However I express myself, I'm just me, I'm both. And to me, I'm just, the clothes I wear is, it's kind of like a suit. Like, if you dress up or dress down or dress this, whatever, like, it just means nothing to me, because I'm still me. I don't change who I am. To me, I'm still me. I go out, I act how I act, I do what I do. I'm still me. I'm the same person to me. So it ain't gonna change me any. But to you guys, because, you know, I think the only difference is now you get to see all of me. So this is all of me right here. This is all of me. I want you guys to get to know all of me, not just the parts that I wanted you to see because, again, because society thing, and I decided this is how I need to present myself, or this way, or whatever. I want you guys to get to know all of me, and hopefully you guys will like me better, because you get to see all of me and completely transparent. And I hope that creates a stronger bond with all of you guys. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you again for everything, the support. I want to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day, Happy New Year, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I'm going to be putting regular content out all the time, so stay tuned to all my channels and whatever. Subscribe to everything, new music, all kinds of stuff going to be happening moving forward. So thank you guys so much. And I have much love for all of you. So I'm just going to end that there. That was huge, guys. You have no idea how hard that was. Yeah. Peace.
We just go no, 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 no. No, we can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah, don't go, don't go. I just can't come close, come close. I'm looking for the local, local. No, I don't wanna postpone, postpone. Yeah, whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Going all in and I won't stop winning. Whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Let it all go and I won't stop winning. No, I don't wanna hear about your front. Lot of bad stories coming out of one joint. I met a true bookie in the state of my mind. Now I know a lot of rookies coming over for the title, but I don't wanna fight, I just roll the dice. Do it for the money, yeah, do it for the price. Take it like a man, no, I don't take advice. Putting money on the table like a Russian with the spice. We just go no, no.